everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today I'm going to make a card using the A2 dies from Spellbinders, and the ones I'm going to use are the Matting Basics A and B, and we're going to use the locking loops. So from the largest die from the Matting Basics A, I have cut myself two sizes, two shapes, and I've hinged them together to create my card base. Then from the largest in the B set, I cut myself two more layers, and they are one for the inside of the card and one for the front of the card. Now from the A2 locking loops, I have taken the largest die and I have cut myself a shape, and that is going to be matted onto one of the pink bases. Then from this size I've cut myself another shape, and that's also going to be matted onto some pink card. And then I have stamped and embossed a sentiment, and that's also been matted onto some of the pink card. So there's my base card created. I'm going to mat and layer all these pieces together, and I'm going to use the Pound Shop foam tape, and this is just 3 rolls for £1. It's really cheap, and it tears quite easily with your fingers. So we're going to take the backing off, and I'm going to layer that one on top of there, and then I'm going to do the same with the next layer. And that's going to sit on top of there, and I'm going to do the same with that one, but I've just glued this sentiment part just in place, so they're all ready now to be layered onto my card. Now because I'm not adding any ribbon around this, I can just add this direct to my base card. So I'm just using a Cosmic Shimmer Dry Clear glue, and I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this and add this to the front of my card. Now before I add this piece to my card, I want to use some of the Diamante strips from Want to Scrap, and I want to use the wider Diamantes, and I'm just going to add these around the outer edge of that square, and I'm going to go all the way around it so that this is all filled in. Now once I have the Diamante in place, I'm going to use foam tape on the middle part, and that's just going to sit right in the middle there with the Diamante around it. And then the sentiment part, again with foam tape, is going to sit in the middle along there. Now the last thing I want to do is add some flowers to this card, so I'm just going to have a dry run and see where I might like them, and I'm adding in some of the leaves from the foliage set, and they're just going to sit along the bottom and just in that top corner. So I think that's enough on that card, and we'll keep the rest for another one. So I'm going to glue those in place with the hot glue gun. Now I just need a little bit more decoration on this sentiment, so I've cut one of these shapes off this sheet, and this again is from Want to Scrap, and I've trimmed it down so I just have the bottom two parts, and all I'm going to do is just pop that in along the bottom of the sentiment so that it's coming from the flowers, and that just finishes that off for me. So there's your finished card with the A2 Matting Basics A and B and the A2 locking loops.